I've actually never sampled the dog chain before. This was the dog chain, if you can believe that. And I use this as a kick. Alright, we're going out sample hunting again. This time I'm headed downtown, down around Fulton Street. This is where the old Beach Street and Music Factory record stores used to be, where I used to shop when I was a kid. I used to get all my records there. And I used to see all the biggest rappers at Beach Street. There used to be 3-4 signings a month. I remember Jay was there. I remember Nas. I saw Nas there. I saw Cameron, Fat Joe. This was just like the center of everything in the 90s. It's changed though. There's no more Beach Street now. There's no more of these record stores anymore. But I'm looking for sounds right now, so we'll see what we get. We don't need anything melodic. You can sample anything that makes noise. What's crazy is that I've been standing on this corner for like 10 minutes listening for sounds. And although there are people out, it's quiet. It's just the sounds of traffic. And I've sampled traffic plenty of times before, and it gets old after a while. So I'm still looking. Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good day.
Take care. Alright, so that guy just let me record the sound of the dog leashes jingling when the dogs walked. I've actually never sampled the dog chain before, so we'll see what that turns into. Alright, so this nice delivery woman is going to allow me to record the sound of her cart as she walks away with it loaded. Alright, well that was pretty slim pickings. We got maybe, I think, about 5 sounds, but we'll see what we can make of them. Alright, so here's the bus sound. And you'll see I cut it here, right to this, and I wound up making a snare sound out of that. I think it sounds something like that. And then the next one, this was the dog chain, if you can believe that. And I use this as a kick. It was up here, or somewhere around there, and you can hear all the traffic in the background, but it turns out that that traffic could be turned into sort of a kick sound. And of course, you know, I processed this pretty heavily, again with Woot, which is the compression algorithm here. Turned up the bass very, very high. Didn't over compress the bass here because I wanted a slightly looser sound, and then for that, like, I don't even know what you call that higher pitch sound, I wanted to bring that out, so I pulled that out. The next sample was I don't even remember. Oh, this was the box, but I pitched it up and I arpeggiated it. And you'll see what happens with that. This next sound is was the beep sound from the indicator that tells the visually impaired when it's safe to cross the street. And this, of course, was heavily processed. You can hear that, right? It was, I put the compressor on it, chorus, and reverb. Oh, and I also bandpassed it, and you could see that I kept the bandwidth very tight. and somewhere in this 2000 hertz range was where it sounded best for the pitch that I wanted to play it at. And then the final sound is, oh no, there are two more sounds. There's this sound, oh, which is another, yeah, which is the beep again. I played it a second time slightly differently, just for a little added flavor. And then I also did this sound here is what I used as a hi-hat. I had no good hi-hat sound, so I cheated with this. I have to cheat on this beat again, like I cheated with the beat that I made a couple of days ago where I sampled the refrigerator, and I had to sample the air conditioner. I got to cheat with this one because I have no good hi-hat sound, so I'm gonna sample, I think it's this. This is a pencil from my iPad. It's like an Apple Pencil basically. This is tongs. I'm gonna take that sample for the hi-hat and probably pitch it up. All right, so cheating is involved. So I just want to make a point about this beat. It's very simple, and the reason why I like this kind of beat is not necessarily just for the sound of it, not necessarily for the musicality of it, but because it takes something that I made, meaning that I sampled, I chose to sample, I figured out how to extract the right sounds from that sample, and lay it down, and it's the fingerprint of that trip that I went outside and went sampling on. It's like the fingerprint of the city. So I think that's what's cool about it, and every time I go out, it's almost like taking a picture with music. So it might not mean as much to you, but each time I make a beat like this, it means a lot to me, and it reminds me of, of that journey. Thank you again so much for watching, for sticking with me through this video. Please like, please subscribe if you find these interesting, if you'd like to support me, because I really do appreciate the support. And like I always say, if you didn't like it, why don't you drop me a comment, tell me what you didn't like about it, so I can improve my craft. Thank you so much. Here's the beat.
This stuff is out of control.
Every one of Quack Quack's beats are free for untagged MP3 download. And here we go. Please consider subscribing.
This stuff is out of control. This stuff is out of control.